Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach our main event of the evening, we extend a special welcome to the brave men and women serving around the world and joining us tonight on AFN, the American Forces Network. And now the time has come for the featured bout of the evening, the WBO Junior Featherweight Championship of the World. And now we welcome our boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, the undefeated top-ranked contender from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, known as Cool Boy Steph. Here is Stephen Fulton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the defending champion fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here is the defending WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Angelo El Chinito Leo.
Easy work, Jake. Easy work.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Mohegan Sun Arena here in Uncasville, Connecticut, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Mayweather Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the WBO, the President Francisco Valcarcel, along with the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulations. The chairman of the tribe is James Gessner, Executive Director Michael Mazzulli. Introducing our judges, scoring from ringside, from Connecticut, Frank Lombardi. From New York, John McKay. And from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our third man of the ring, the referee in charge. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions, David Fields. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Junior Featherweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Fight Sphere at the Mohegan Sun Arena, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, he is the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing orange trunks with black trim, fighting out of and representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He weighed in at the junior featherweight limit at 122 pounds even. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 18 wins, no losses, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated WBO #1 ranked contender, introducing Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton Jr.
Easy work, champ. Let's go, Scoop. It's your time, Scoop.
And his opponent across the ring is the defending world champion. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue camouflage trunks, he is fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He weighed in at a ready 121½ pounds. He also is undefeated in his campaign. His record stands at 20 wins, no losses, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight making the first defense of his title, here is the undefeated reigning WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, introducing Angelo El Chinito Leo. Once again, the referee in charge, David Fields, now to give instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, we're scheduled to box 12 rounds. I'm going over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
The man assigned to oversee this championship main event, David Fields, 21 years of experience as a professional referee, working his 243rd professional bout. The champion, Angelo Leo, in the blue camouflage. The challenger, Stephen Fulton Jr., in the orange with black trim. And Fulton immediately flashing the jab while Leo trying to bring the left hooks to the body.
Leo is the reincarnation of Mike McCallum as the body snatcher. 46% of his landed punches are to the body.
Yeah, that's a key for Leo to work the body early.
Come on, watch your head.
And not just the body, if you could hit him in the waist, you know, to stop his movement.
And Leo
go there.
became the first male boxing champion from his hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico, since legendary 3-division champion Johnny Tapia. Got to give a shout out to Holly Holm, a female champion and a female champion not only in boxing and MMA. Albuquerque, New Mexico, a major hotbed of boxing and mixed martial arts.
Those two and Danny Romero, two of
Come on,
the
man,
major boxing figures of the last couple decades from Albuquerque, and Leo hopes to add his name to that list. You know, Leo got off to a slow start against Williams in the first 2 rounds, and as fights go on, he's more effective. So these early rounds are rounds that Fulton wants to get some things done in, and he's using a good jab right now.
And he's also placing a nice left hook to the body, setting up the 1-2, and that right hand, a bit of a sledgehammer on the face, a nice short right uppercut on the inside by Fulton, as we have Leo backing away after going to the body, Raul.
Actually, it surprises me that Fulton is doing a lot of inside work this early in the fight.
Well, he's coming off a career-long 364-day layoff, so we thought we might see a little ring rust. He's taking the fight to Leo, and Leo's responding.
Yeah, so far I don't see no effects of the ring layoff. You know, his timing and his rhythm looks pretty good. Talking about Fulton.
He said he might use less movement, and he said, I think even if I fight in the wheelhouse of Leo, I can do well.
That jab is sharp early for Fulton.
This is a good first round.
Absolutely, Leo working in the trenches on the inside. Fulton feels Leo's yet to be tested. And meanwhile, Fulton, well, he has overcome ring adversity. He's been knocked down in his career back in 2016, but he came back and knocked out Adalberto Zorrilla.
That's where Leo needs to take a little step back, half step back to create some distance, because Fulton will try to smother him and try to mess up his rhythm. That's what he does. He'll hold you. So Leo needs to tuck his arms up, and chin down, and his elbows, and not giving him any room or anything to hold.
Fulton flashing the jab. Final 10 seconds of an entertaining opening round. Counter right hand by Leo, but Fulton able to absorb the shot. Good stuff through 3 minutes, and already some blood. There will be blood.
That ain't nothing, that ain't nothing. You gotta get in there and work that body, Angelo. Okay? You gotta get in there. Get in, start closing the gap. Okay? He's gonna keep aiming for that. Try to cut you with that jab, okay? Yeah. Is that a headbutt?
Probably, I'm guessing it's a clash of heads that caused the cut over the left eye, and yeah, there's where it looks like it happened, as they were both on the inside, nothing intentional, but their heads banged together, and that's probably where the blood started. And we just really hope that that's not in a bad spot where it would affect this fight, because it's already turning out, showing us it could be a great one.
Cutman Danny Milano earning his Benjamins, working on the cut around the left eye of the champion Angelo Leo, and again they collide in the center of the ring, and Leo going to work on the body. We got an underhook here by Fulton, trying to just create enough distance. High action here, high octane action.
You know, Fulton has made this fight exciting in the first round or two by not getting on his horse and using his boxing. He's standing right there with Leo, and it's creating a great fight.
Yeah, right off the bat, Leo came out strong, you know, especially because of that cut. But that's his fight. Leo's got to work, you know, he's got to find a way to get out of there. You see a lot of holding in the inside, but you got to keep pecking away. Sharp, forget about holding.
Sharp jab by Fulton. You know, at the top of the broadcast, I mentioned that Brendan Figueroa and Luis Neri might get into a matchup, and this is the kind of action we expect from those two. And here we're getting it between Fulton and Leo, and it's just the, 1 minute into the second round.
And Fulton also doing some good body work in the inside. Popping with that jab. So far it's been the jab of Fulton that's been setting up all the combinations.
This is great inside action by both men. And Fulton was not using hyperbole by saying that he could fight on the inside. He's doing a good job, as is Leo.
And Leo looking to overcome the adversity of being cut for the first time as a professional, and so far it doesn't seem to be bothering him, but those body shots could be bothering him from Fulton as he goes upstairs with that left.
Yeah, Fulton is a really smart fighter. Like even when he gets put down on the ropes, he finds he's got escape routes. He's not a guy that's just gonna stand there and fight. He'll move to the right or to the left. He's never really in front of you.
And even if the alphabets they produce more belts than Gucci, Fulton knows how rare title opportunities are, and so far he is looking to make the most of it early against a champion in Angelo Leo, who looks to add to Gil Clancy's often said quote about a fighter becoming 25% better after he wins a title.
There's the double left hook by Leo. The other thing he's done is throw good uppercuts on the inside. Both men have. And this round, a very close round, in which both of them have done some spectacular work.
I think Fulton is getting the best of Leo, and he's fighting. Fulton, I feel, is fighting Leo's fight, and is beating him at that way.
Leo looking to shad the body a bit. Both of them just leaning into each other. And it looks like they're fighting like they're in the Connecticut Boxing Hall of Fame, Al Bernstein, of which you are a member. Not the biggest space, but hey, a lot of value there.
Yeah, which, by the way, has its headquarters here.
Blink it, you might miss it. Just kidding. Second round comes to an end here, and Showtime Championship Boxing beginning the new year with a quality championship here tonight at 122.
There it is. When he puts pressure on you, you got to angle. Okay, start using those angles. Okay, when you feel the pressure, start using those angles. You got to keep going to the body. You got to keep that left hook was hurting him to the body. Okay, you're going to the body and work inside.
In round one, you look at the result of one of the clashes of heads. There were more than one in that round, and who knows which one created the cut. That's one right there that might have. But their heads would come together several other times as well. Here we are again with their heads banging. That might have been the one, actually, and there it was. There you see. I think you're going to see a little blood spurting out. Yes, that was where it happened, and
it's going to keep happening because the way they're wrestling into each other, especially Leo.
It's a championship boxing match and a Burmese boxing bout began. The left way where headbutts are actually legal, believe it or not, but not here tonight in this 122-pound championship match, and two quality operators showcasing their skills early, just as we expected.
We didn't get a chance to actually throw the keys in, so I'll just mention that. For Leo, I think it's cutting off the ring, though he hasn't had to because Fulton's standing in front of him. Be physical and, of course, do that body work. And for Fulton, using angles and movement, which he's starting to do now, counter effectively and land the straight right hand, which he has on occasion done.
Exactly. That's the Fulton that I wanted to see from the beginning. Now he's really establishing that range, controlling the range, controlling the pace, popping that jab, moving to the right, moving to the left, just being really smart. Leo's got to take a very deliberate approach. I mean, he just can't. He's taking too much time. No, but that's exactly what he's got to do. I just said that, now he's working the body, but at times he's too hesitant. He can't be too hesitant, but he also can't lunge.
Hand by Fulton, quick hands and educated feet are what keep Fulton in continual contact with his target. And now Leo trying to make it uncomfortable, but it's Fulton leaning in, and they are not willing to give each other a quarter or an inch. And a double jab from the Philly fighter. Fulton proud to represent a city that has a rich boxing tradition.
Fulton is just so much better from the outside. If you see this
round going to the body.
This round has mainly been Fulton controlling the distance and popping his combinations away with a lot of speed and not staying too much in front of Fulton, and he's winning the round this way. Well, now he's giving Fulton what he wants. I mean, not Fulton, Leo.
Pick him up, Leo.
Final minute of the third. Wow, what a jolting right uppercut by Fulton that Leo absorbs, and just trench warfare. Very close. And they're not exactly smothering their offense either. They're having some space to attack at, even though it's at close quarters.
Yeah, sometimes when they get a step back, they're able to do that. And Both men have done good work on the inside. The key punch to look for is the uppercut, especially by Leo. Will one of those make a difference in one of these big exchanges? And there's Fulton trying the uppercut.
There's a lead left hook, right hand to the body. Leo comes back with a combination of his own. 122-pound division. It's a burgeoning one, lots of talent, and we are seeing it on display here tonight. And wow, right uppercut by Fulton to close off the round. And speaking of 122, let's go to BC.
Thank you. And the man who certainly would like to face one of these guys, Raiz, the Beast Aleem, unbeaten. Congratulations on the victory. Listen, you said coming into this fight, I don't want to just barely win. I want to stand out. You beat an unbeaten guy here tonight. Do you believe you did that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Undefeated fighter coming off a knockout victory. I believe I put an exclamation point on my victory.
Well, you dropped him 4 times, obviously stopping him in the 11th. We're going to take a look at the first knockdown here. Talk to me about the power that you unleashed in this fight.
Oh, it just confirmed what I already knew in my head, and that's that I have elite power. I'm a true threat. I took what he gave me, and I took advantage of it.
What do you think that your victory said to the 122-pound division?
I believe it put everybody on notice. I'm a true threat, a real warrior, and I'm coming for all the belts.
Wow. Who would you like to fight next? I mean, you've got Leo, you've got Fulton fighting. Who would you like to fight next?
It honestly doesn't matter. Any world champion, I'm ready to fight right now. I want the big fights. This was a huge fight, a huge victory, but I'm ready for the big fights. I want any current world champion right now.
Well, congratulations on the victory, Raiz. Back to you, Mo.
Thank you very much, Brian. Raiz Aleem, he is champing at the bit to get his opportunity after a great performance. He is going to be watching with vested interest as Stephen Fulton challenging Angelo Leo. Battle of unbeatens, and they are getting at it in close quarters here in round 4. And you know, back in the day, they didn't allow fighters to compete with such a full beard like Fulton's, and well, Leo's going to try to test that beard throughout the night.
You know, Stephen Fulton's already proved something in this match. He said, I can fight Leo's fight and do well. And even though this is a very close fight, and who knows how these rounds are being scored, Fulton has proved that he could do that so far with Leo, and that's very impressive.
Actually, Fulton said, you guys going to see the dog in me, and we're seeing the dog in him because he's going toe-to-toe at times with Leo, which is surprising me.
The jab is not surprising us from Fulton, and good head movement, although he got clipped with the right hand, and some veteran maneuvers here. He's overhook, and the referee looking on, but he's neutralizing Leo and then stepping back and targeting the head again successfully.
You know, Leo wanted to use his jab more in this fight. He hasn't needed it to get on the inside, but it would still be a good way to get in with the jab.
Well, and Leo, wow, nice left hook to the body by Leo, but that jab by Fulton is keeping Leo more at bay in this round, save for that salvo we just saw.
Yeah, Leo just running straight into Fulton's jab, and as you see, the guy that looks more relaxed in the ring right now is Fulton. You see the way he's crowding Leo, and Leo, he has to find a way to get away from that. He's got to create space, you know, take a step back, move to the right, move to the side. Don't stay too much in front of him.
The Leo right hand is starting to become a weapon. It's not known as Leo's major weapon, but he's able to get it in.
Under a minute remaining here in the 4th, scheduled for 12 for Angelo Leo's 122-pound belt. Right uppercut by Fulton against the ropes, and there, chopping right hand and sweeping left hook by Leo. And there's a right uppercut by Fulton. And what a fight on the inside here with 30 seconds left in the 4th round, and there Fulton got bothered with that right hand.
This is some hellacious action, and I think Fulton was stunned.
Fulton is. He's smiling. He's trying to regain his bearings.
It was that overhand right that Leo threw. He needs to pin him back on the ropes, keep him there. Don't let him off the hook.
Leo hunting Fulton. Fulton sticking the jab. Leo and Fulton and Fuego in the fight sphere here in our first main event of 2021.
Damn!
Gotta stay off the rope. All he got is a counter right hand. That's all he's doing. He's trying to catch you with the counter right hand. Listen to me. You gotta stay off the rope. Anytime he catches you is when you're on the rope.
This is where Leo would just blasts Fulton with the left hook to the body, and that is Angelo Leo's calling card, and tries the double left hook and almost gets that left hand. And I mentioned the uppercuts for both fighters are good. There's Leo trying it, but Fulton's was better on the inside. Stephen Fulton is a good inside fighter. Even though we think of him as a boxer on the outside, he is good on the inside. But in that round, Leo came back, working to the body and both a right and a left and the hook and his own uppercut. There was just some great action on the inside by both fighters. This is a terrific match.
And on a week where we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Showbox, a new generation, Angelo Leo, who he is definitely one of the champions that has been, you know, in the mix, as it were, the prospect pipeline, Alan. This is what it's all about. Two youngsters with undefeated records, relatively early in their career, willing to put it all on the line to chase greatness, to chase a legacy.
And, you know, I'm not saying this fight is as good as it, but the Castillo-Corrales fight was one in which Corrales, he always had a box on the outside. He decided to stay on the inside with Jose Luis Castillo and created a classic. Stephen Fulton has made a similar choice, and that's why this fight is such a classic right now.
And in that, what my favorite fight ever, a lot of action on the ropes there, Al, as you alluded to.
Yes, and on the inside.
Yes, a nice right hand there by Leo. As back and forth we go, they take turns to try to do damage. Leo targeting the body, Fulton upstairs, and Leo keeps coming.
He's got to keep coming. He's got to rip them hard body shots up and down, work the body, and force Fulton into a slug match. That's his only way he's going to win. He's not going to win from the outside. That Leo's fight is not at range.
Leo, one of 83 champions produced by Showbox. Fulton with a chopping right hand. Al, they're just leading into each other and taking turns, firing away at the body.
And you know, we talk about Leo's body work. Fulton has done some excellent body work as well. But Leo is just, he's, you know, dedicated to that.
And it's only recently, like, look at the discrepancy, and yet Fulton doing much better work here, Al, in body.
Yeah, he is. This round, you're absolutely right, Mauro. This round, Fulton's body work has been tremendous.
I mean, here without the fans, we miss them. We will have them back, I'm sure, soon. But the symphony of percussion is amazing listening to these shots.
Leo cannot afford to get frustrated with whenever Fulton leans on him. He's got to find a way again to move to the right, to the left. He's got to push him back. A while ago, he was using the forearm. That was a good way to get away from him.
And now there's that right uppercut, and what a pace. I mean, you almost think they might be taking a break leaning into each other. That's not the case.
Stephen Fulton has thrown 90 punches in this round, and Leo 55. So a demonstration that there's just no let up in this.
Somewhere a phone booth is smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Under 30 seconds left here in a fantastic fifth round of what has been a terrific fight. Two high-quality operators. You've got 26-year-old Angelo Leo in his 21st fight first as a champion. Stephen Fulton, 26, 18-0. And oh, by the way, did I mention yesterday, Mark Dobell, he's a year away from the ring. He's making up for lost time.
Good round. Way to stay off the roof a lot. Good round. A lot better. A lot better. Listen. When you're in there, when you're in the inside, keep your hands up and make sure you move your head side to side. If that's where you want to be, you feel comfortable with, I want you to box. You don't want to box. You feel like you want to be there?
I'm way too much.
Got you. Look, you know why? You know why? Because you started off banging.
Yes.
You were supposed to start off boxing. You were supposed to start off boxing and then bang school. Good work, though. You looking good. Though. Yeah, no, I ain't say you was. I ain't say you was. You looking good. Yeah, let the combination go a little bit.
He's staying right there in the pockets with you, so you gotta. He's putting pressure. I told you, you gotta get some angles. Stay a little low, okay? Get that angle on him.
Check us out.
Breaking news from Fulton's corner. I guess the way he surprised us a bit, it wasn't supposed to happen now.
Yeah, they want him to start boxing now. Hey, Fulton averages 49 punches around normally. That's 15 less than the normal in this weight division. He threw 123 in the last round.
That's a pretty busy pace.
And they want Fulton to box a little, but he came out and says, I think I'll just stay on the inside with Angelo Leo.
Well, he did say before this fight that we're gonna see him engage more, and we'll definitely see him. But really, you know, I think he needs to catch, block, and counter with uppercuts and just keep circling around Leo and keep more of the fight at long range. He's got a beautiful jab, and I don't think he's used it like he has in the past.
A cut open by Angelo Leo's left eye late in round 1, caused by a clash of heads. It appears to not be bothering him at this stage, although those right uppercuts will bother him in a hurry. Man, incredible offense.
This is just great. And you know, this is great technique on the inside. Getting the uppercut from Fulton. This is not a brawl. This is a really good technical boxing match that is on the inside, and it's exciting.
As we've said in the past, it's beautiful and it is brutal. It is boxing at its best, and it is your main event with a 122-pound belt on the line. This is what an undefeated record means for both. They're doing whatever they can to ensure they go home with not only a belt, but with that, you know, all-important 0.
Fulton saying, pick it up to Leo. I just feel like, at close quarters, I mean, Fulton is getting the better of Leo. Like, when he throws his body shots, it looks like they go through Leo. You know, they go deep in there, they digs in there, and puts more hurt on Leo.
Yeah, Fulton is demonstrating he's a terrific inside fighter. Oh, my.
Nice left, short left uppercut, the body by Fulton, and they are just swinging. They're not even punch weary yet here in round 6. A minute left in the first half of this championship fight, and they continue to try to tattoo each other at will.
Who will be able to keep this pace up? Leo is known as a fighter who does well as the fight continues, but he has taken some punishment in this fight.
Can he keep up that pace with the body shots that Fulton is hitting him with?
And again, Fulton broke the 100 mark.
Well, and he's looking to break the fighting spirit of the champion Angelo Leo, which may be impossible. Leo firing back as well. Head to head, toe to toe. The main event stealing the show here at the Fight Sphere. The first edition of Showtime Championship Boxing, and the 122-pounders are bringing it. Oh, what a right uppercut, and Leo's still standing. He has never been down.
Damn!
Man, high risk, high reward, high drama at the Fight Sphere.
That's what I'm talking about. He did. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll look at this not in slow motion, but at regular speed to show you the body work of Fulton, how he put these punches together. Both men ripped downstairs.
Get up, pick it up.
Then later on in the round, the uppercut working on the inside of Fulton, landing that short right hand on the inside. I mean, Angelo Leo should have gone down for that punch. And this one, the uppercut by Fulton.
Man, the uppercut has been around the block in boxing, Al. Sorry.
No, it's been, this has been the punch du jour for everybody in the last year. We've seen some amazing uppercuts, and Fulton did it there.
Yeah, Javante Davis on Leo Santa Cruz. Remember Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. And here we go. We are now into round number 7, the second half of what has been a scintillating championship fight at 122 pounds between the undefeated champion Angelo Leo, the undefeated challenger Stephen Fulton Jr. And just past the midway point, and already more than 1,000 punches in the throw. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
As soon as the bell rings, they're back at it again, toe to toe. Both fighters showing a lot of heart, especially Leo, because he's really getting caught with some vicious hooks and uppercuts.
Let's bring in our unofficial score, Steve Harden.
Mo, I've often said the hardest fights to score are the ones where two guys are trying to do different things, where one guy's boxing, the other guy's applying pressure. Well, these two fighters are trying to do the same thing, and it's a very difficult fight to score. I have at least 3 of the 6 rounds very, very close. I've given Fulton a slight edge. I have him ahead 58-56. If someone wants to argue with that score, I won't argue back.
Well, as close on the scorecards as they are physically throughout this fight.
I think so. Fulton in the last couple of rounds, as Steve kind of illustrated in his scoring, has taken a little bit of control, and it's up to Angelo Leo to do something to get back in this fight.
Trying to do that with the left hook to the liver, right hand upstairs by Fulton. And they are both keeping themselves up, leaning over. The uppercut is going to be there. And there's the right uppercut, just glancing off the chin. Leo swinging away with a wild right.
And Leo's not doing anything to make Fulton miss that uppercut. He's coming straight in.
You know, a couple rounds ago, it looked like Angelo Leo had stunned Fulton.
Go,
it's
let him
going
go.
to
Come on.
take that and more, I think, to kind of turn this around a little bit.
The right uppercut continues to score for Fulton. Turns Leo around, champion on the ropes, but fires off a right hand, ducks underneath that right.
And Leo has landed a lot of body punches. According to show stats, 86, and there's yet another one. It's just it hasn't slowed Fulton down.
And speaking of show stats, our punch counters have informed me they want danger pay here tonight. 45 seconds left in the seventh, and danger zone for both Fulton and Leo. Oh, right hand lands, and Fulton says, "Is that all you got? Here's my combination."
Yeah, Fulton a lot busier. He comes back with 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. A lot of speed.
And let's remember that for Leo, he's 20-0, but just 9 knockouts. And for Fulton, well, 8 knockouts. So a lot of offense, but you know, they're breaking each other down.
And Fulton has stayed up the ropes. They wanted to do.
On cue, he bounces off. 5 seconds left in the seventh. It is a barn burner here in the barn known as the Fight Sphere.
That home run is there, baby. It's there. You get it.
Angelo, you got it. You gotta work in there. Work in there. Yeah, get the distance a little bit. Get a little bit more distance. Right? You gotta work in there.
You find that spot inside, let's be in his face.
Yeah, as soon as you get there, right, Scoop? And y'all look, and you hit the rope, turn your back off the rope, and let that shit go. You hear me? Dig a little bit, look, dig a little bit more to the body. He's slowing down. He's slowing down. I'm telling you he's slowing down. You got to pick it up. You know he's slowing down, pick it up.
Trust in your conditioning, Scooter.
You in shape, champ. You in shape.
Get that towel, get that towel.
Mark Vaz is the man responsible for trying to control the cut over the left eye of Angelo Leo as round 8 begins, and immediately they fire off the jabs.
They've both sparred with famous fighters, and Nonito Donaire sparred with Leo during this fight, and Fulton has often sparred with Carl Frampton. Both say those men have helped them.
And now playing the role of Mark Vaz is Danny Milano, actually, in the corner as the cut man, the veteran cut man who's done a tremendous job. 30 seconds into round 8, and Fulton trying to disrupt Leo, trying to get him maybe a little frustrated and angry with some of these maneuverings.
Yeah, there's a lot of holes in Leo's defense, especially when he squares up at times, and that's when Fulton takes advantage. All night long he's been catching him with those uppercuts coming in. There goes one.
In this round, though, Leo came out and landed some really good shots and got himself a little more punching distance, which is what his dad was telling him to do.
Keep working like this. Let him go, Leo, let him go.
You hold it the same like you got
Watch your head, watch your head.
The sounds speak for themselves.
I tell you, I'm really surprised of Fulton's inside work. I didn't expect too much of this, and he's showing a lot of excellent inside work. He's showed me different dimensions in this fight. We know he just can't fight from the outside, but he could fight on the inside. He's doing a great job.
He warned us that he might do that, and
he wasn't wrong.
You know, he's done it so effectively in this fight.
Look at that. Those shots, what Fulton just did, that sets up a big shot. It keeps Leo thinking. Look at him.
Under a minute left in the 8th. TikTok may have the busted challenge, but Fulton and Leo looking to bust each other's chops with all kinds of of offense, and it's been at close quarters throughout the fight. There's no real light, no sunshine between these two. They are just continuing to battle away body. Now Leo goes upstairs, and really it's a testament again to the fact that they're not known for their knockout power. They have to wear each other down.
Yes, and you know, Fulton is doing a great job in these rounds. But the interesting thing is, it's not like Leo's not getting work done. He is landing some hellacious body punches. It's just not slowing Fulton down.
Chopping right hand by Fulton. 10 seconds left in the 8. Leo goes to the body. Fulton comes back. Round 9. A tremendous tilt here.
Hey. Leo, listen, bro. Listen, okay?
Some action against the ropes, and on the inside, Fulton landing the uppercut. What else is new? He's been doing that the whole fight. Now, we talked about Fulton not going to the ropes, but he has pushed Leo against the ropes on a couple of occasions, showing his strength on the inside. And both men doing good work in there. You know, Fulton's body work, he's landed 34 body punches according to show stats in this match, and they've been hard punches, and the uppercut has been so effective for him. But Leo comes back with his own hook, and both men have done such good work. Now, right at the end of the round, I believe, is what we're going to see here with a right hand from Leo.
Seconds up!
Well, it just kind of glanced off the head of Fulton. It actually looked better in real time when we saw it, and, but he's putting a lot of pressure on still as Leo.
Round number 9, and Leo with that windmill right hand to try to get Fulton's attention at the beginning of the round. The jab splits the guard of Leo. Leo able to come in and hit the 1-2, but then Fulton content to Raul. What do you make of Fulton? Oh, double jab, but the way that Fulton is controlling Leo with those overhooks and underhooks, the referee allowing him to do it.
His footwork and his speed and his control of range, and that's why he's doing it. You know, he's doing whatever he wants with Leo because he's controlling that aspect of the fight.
They've been physically close throughout the night. How close are they on Steve Farhood's unofficial scorecard?
Mo, I think they're very close, and I think more than half the rounds in this fight, you could make an argument for either guy. I gave Leo the last round, which broke a little bit of Fulton's momentum on my card, but this is a very, very close fight, and momentum is very difficult to come by.
Got you. Come on, man, let him go, Steve, let him go.
The irony is that from a distance in the last couple rounds, Leo has fared a little better because he's gotten the right hand in occasionally.
That jab is like a battering ram for Fulton, really marking up the face of Leo, not keeping him from coming in, Raul, but it's taking its toll.
Actually, in this round, yeah, I mean, look at the pressure of Leo is overriding, is overtaking Fulton, because Fulton, I feel, is doing a lot of holding. There he goes again.
Watch the head.
Can't afford to keep holding like that, and the both fighters can't take any rounds off.
He's scoring with the jab. The jab has been the story for
there's the jab, yeah. There's the jab. But Leo keeps coming and digging to the body and going up the middle.
You know, and Fulton might get a warning from the referee about the holding here in a little while.
That jab remains poetry for Fulton.
Back to that jab. That's all he has to do. Back to the basics.
Under a minute left, and there was an echo there, Rob. The corner said the same thing. Back to the basics.
That happened on Showbox the other day too, guys. That's why I'm laughing.
You know your stuff, Raul. There's a reason you went for it. 40 seconds left, and yeah, Al, you mentioned the referee allowing Fulton to continue to wrestle.
He's done a lot of holding where he holds him on the inside. It's been effective for him, and there he does it again. He doesn't want Leo to work there, even though Fulton's done good work on the inside himself.
Both of these fighters have had to overcome hard scrabble upbringings. I know it's a story for a lot of people who take up boxing, looking to escape. While here tonight, Fulton and Leo putting it all on the line, wanting to ensure bright futures for themselves and their families. And Stephen Fulton and Angelo Leo are putting it on here at the fight.
Easy, man.
Clean.
So many beautiful jabs. The stick is there all night for Stephen Fulton Jr.
That's it. He's got to keep using it the next 3 rounds. That will be the key for him. Don't let Leo come in. Just pop him, and keep moving, circling to the right, to the left. Give him angles, and he'll control the pace and control the, and should win the fight that way.
He can't get away from it. You in shape, champ. You in shape. You can't get away from the jab. You hear me? Look, yeah, step a little bit, though, Scoop. Listen, get in your bag.
Let's go, Blue Corner, second down.
Fulton's corner wants him to get into his bag. He's looking to secure the bag and the 122-pound championship here, and doing a great job after almost a year on the sidelines, overcoming a bad case of COVID-19. But hey, Angelo Leo took care of business the way he was supposed to when he came to Tremaine Williams to win the title, and he's very humble. He's saying that this is the fight he knows will legitimize him as a champion.
Leo's got to get out of the ropes. He's got to spin him around and go back to work and pin Fulton on the ropes and do his own work.
Fulton's been 12 rounds twice, 2 wins, of course. They're both undefeated, and Leo once. So they've been to 12, but boy, they've both taken a lot of punishment, especially Leo.
Fulton came in as the slight favorite, as the challenger. Leo going to the body, goes upstairs with a right hand, counter left by Fulton. Fulton leads with the right.
Hey, come on, man.
That's it, bro. He's got to get rough in there. Got to get 2 more rounds left. You got to push him. You got to do whatever it takes to get him off of you.
And Fulton utilizing the footwork, backing up, and then again able to just put his weight and control the arm of Leo. The referee continues to allow him to do it. I know it's a veteran maneuver, Raul, but it's illegal.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Leo's giving him that arm, you know. He's putting that arm out there for him to hold him, you know. That's where you got to tuck your chin in, elbows in, and don't give him anything to hold.
And now the jab continues to pay dividends for Fulton.
I think the headline of this fight is that Stephen Fulton came into this fight and said, I can fight Angelo Leo's fight and do well at it. And he has done exactly that. I'm not saying there's not a lot of close rounds. I'm not saying Leo's not in the fight. But the fact that Fulton's been able to do that, to me, is an extraordinary statement on his skill.
Fulton looking to represent the Philly fighter, a social activist, a very charismatic, gregarious individual who obviously is showcasing his wares. There's a right uppercut, landing again, final minute of the 10th.
Yeah, Fulton continues to go toe-to-toe with him. He needs to change it up. Like I said, he's got the skills, he's got the speed, he's got the footwork. Try to bait Leo to come in and catch him coming in. Change it up. But look what happens when he gets back outside on with the jab. That's it. Get back outside the stick. Go in, come out. Change it up.
30 seconds remaining here in the 10th. And Leo now looking to go to the body again. Fulton still firing back out.
Yeah, and you know, Leo is still, as you said, kind of pushing, still landing those body shots, but it's Fulton landing the sharper punches right now.
Fulton is taking over the round, definitely. And well, I understand what you're saying, but it's working for Fulton right now.
It is. And I mean, if it's working, then keep doing it. But he wants to take some time off, you know, get back on the stick, because he's going to beat him that way too.
Time!
Okay. That's the way it is, okay? You need to knock this guy out. If you don't knock him out, we're going to lose this fight. You understand me? We're down, okay? And you need to knock this guy out. That's the only way you're going to win, okay? So you...
Is this 11?
Yeah.
Fight hard.
How long is this?
Fulton using the jab and the right hand to push Leo against the ropes, and then being very physical with him on the inside. And that's the part that's been the part of Fulton's game that may surprise a lot of people. What didn't surprise him, he said he was going to be able to do it.
Let's go, seconds up, blue corner.
Controlled it on the inside, and we already can tell what Leo's dad thinks. A knockout, he thinks, is the only way to win this fight.
Championship round here, undefeated champion Angelo Leo against undefeated challenger Stephen Fulton, a division that has produced so many memorable battles, including the trilogy that I know became a 4-fight series between Israel Vasquez and Rafael Marquez, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales. Now, I'm not saying these two are those fighters, but boy, this division is cooking.
Those are two good examples of great, rivalries.
Yes,
at this
and
point.
these two could be rivals.
Yeah, and you know what they're doing is a facsimile of that. That's very, very good.
There's that stick again by Fulton.
And, you know,
Leo's dad, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Rob.
Leo's dad wants a knockout, and it's going to take a lot of barrage of punches, for Leo to stop someone like Fulton. And especially because, he's only got 9 knockouts, so he's gonna have to put his punches together a lot more than what he's doing right now.
Raul, you coach your sons. Again, we talk about it here in the championship rounds. Quickly, what can Leo do differently? Because we see the pattern. They continue to be closer than conjoined twins.
Honestly, Leo just has to go broke for broke and do not allow Fulton to hold him. He's got to keep working, dig hard, bend his legs, go up the middle, up and down. Just make it a war this last 2 rounds.
Well, it's been a war throughout the fight, and Fulton and Leo continue to throw leather at each other. And Al, you want Fulton off the ropes.
Yeah, but Leo needs to land the only hopes to land an overhand right. He needs to give himself a little bit of distance. He's throwing the right hand a lot. And that was the punch that may have stunned Fulton early in the fight.
The amount of hours, and especially during a pandemic, what both have had to endure, what both have had to overcome. It's a fight like this tonight where you wish there were thousands upon thousands in attendance, and I hope you are enjoying it at home as much as we are here at ringside. Stephen Fulton Jr., Angelo Leo, it's a clinic of so many things that make boxing so awesome.
Fulton is just too smart. You see how he's coming out there? He won't give Leo the distance that Leo is looking for. But Leo hasn't been smart enough to create angles from to the right, to the left, take a step back. He's going just following forward and squaring up too much.
Angelo Leo's head is in that center line more and more, and it's being targeted by the jab of Fulton, and then he goes downstairs. Final 15 seconds, and now it's Stephen Fulton Jr. as the title, and Angelo Leo has to bull his way in and try to get Stephen Fulton Jr. off his game. 12th and final round is here. And Raiz, the Beast, Aleem, the Beast, unleashed earlier tonight, and he's studying. He is studying this fight, knowing that he wants to upgrade the title over his shoulder.
Only one way you're gonna win this, and that's you knocking him out. You understand me? You gotta.
Yo, last round, touch gloves in the center of the ring. Last round, touch gloves in the center of the ring.
He's gonna try to box you now. Okay? So you need to cut off that ring. You need to set him up with something, Angelo.
You can walk him down, go ahead, but this boxing smart. Look, be smart, be safe, and let's work, champ. You hear me? Be smart. Be smart.
Seconds up!
Well, last Wednesday was declared Angelo Leo
Touch
Day in
gloves, touch
his
gloves, come on,
hometown
touch
of
gloves.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here as we start the 12th and final round of a fantastic fight. He wants to make his hometown proud, but so does Stephen Fulton Jr. representing Philadelphia. And what a fight it has been, coming down now to the final 3 minutes. The jab of Stephen Fulton Jr., the footwork, the speed, but the championship grit of Angelo Leo, who, like you said, Raul, has to put it all on the line, go full bore like a fire hose blast of brutality.
That's all he's got left. I mean, he's got to give everything he's got on the gas tank left and go for broke and try to get Fulton out of there. But I'll tell you what, he really needs a miracle to do that, because Fulton keeps moving and he's pegging that jab away.
Wahid Rahim, who has been working with Fulton, but this is his first fight as the lead trainer for him. Has got to be proud of what Stephen Fulton has done in this fight.
And as a fan, you got to be proud of what these two young warriors have accomplished here tonight. And yes, it's all about winning and losing, the prize and prize fighting. But again, putting up their undefeated marks.
And
just amazing.
Absolutely, and the effort and the good stuff that Leo has done in portions of this fight distinguishes him.
Well, beautiful combinations by Fulton. I mean, you see Leo just running into everything. He's getting picked apart, guys.
That's what Leo has to do to try and make lightning happen. He jabbed and then threw the right hand over the top.
Half step back and put them together. Very clear, concise instructions from Fulton's corner. Working with Wahid Rahim, former pro lightweight, retired in 2012.
Let him go. Both y'all, let him go.
In this 122-pound championship affair.
And you know what? Look at Fulton, how fresh he is. You know how many body punches Leo has landed according to show stats? 140. And Fulton is as fresh as he is in this round.
And it's funny because, you know, he comes off almost a year layoff. Imagine, you know, what he would have done if he'd be in shape.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, he didn't lose a beat at all. I mean, he's got great rhythm, great range. I mean, he's showing a little bit of everything.
Final
and
30 seconds of this championship fight. And just like fellow Philadelphia Meek Mill, Stephen Fulton, well, he used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. So he had to rhyme like that, to shine like this. 15 seconds left. The dreams, the nightmares. Has it been all worth it for Stephen Fulton Jr.? Will he hear the words "and you"? Will he spoil the first title defense of Angelo Leo?
Great sportsmanship by these two men. A stoic Stephen Fulton.
What is this? What is this?
All who do it, man.
What?
Well, blinding lights, neither of these two are blinded by the bright lights here tonight. What a performance, what a fight. Al, as we await the tabulation, I mean, you've been ringside for so many legendary wars. I don't want to overstate what we saw, but it was fantastic on so many levels.
Both of these young men distinguished themselves. And let's take a look at the power punches, which is everything other than jab, landed round by round. And you see, in many of those rounds it was close, but Fulton, at the end of things, just pulled, you know, he started to pull away in this one. And especially look at round 7, and 6 and 5 in those middle rounds there. And then toward the end, you know, he just did more in terms of those power punches. And it was an extraordinary performance by him. Fighting a fight most people wouldn't have expected him to fight stylistically and getting it done.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that most surprised me tonight, that Fulton fought the fight that Leo didn't expect. You know, Leo expected him to be on the outside all night long.
And there you see the numbers. And, you know, Fulton normally lands 44% of his power punches. He landed only 35 tonight. But guess what? He threw 913 of them. He was so busy. And the body punches by Leo, I pointed out, Leo did what he was supposed to do there. He landed a lot, but it still didn't slow down Fulton.
Well, they wanted to, I guess, pay tribute to 2021. Did they almost do it with over 2,000 punches close to it? Wow, man.
Well, we face that way, right? The TV, the camera, that way.
And yeah, this is a time where you wonder how the judges saw it. You know who knows? The one and only Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Steve Weisfeld, scores about 118 to 110. Judges Frank Lombardi and John McKay both score the bout 119 to 109. All three in favor of the winner. He is still undefeated. And the new WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Cool Boy Steph Stephen Fulton Jr.
It writes itself. Stephen Fulton started literally from the bottom, and now he is here, 122-pound champion to kick off the new year as he remains undefeated, and we do not want to bury the headline, but Angelo Leo, you have to feel for the champion who, well, the former champion now, he gave it everything he had, Al, but Stephen Fulton Jr., there is levels to this.
He looked just selling us, yes, that man, it was a great performance. Angelo Leo, very disappointed. He fought a spirited and good fight. Stephen Fulton was simply better. That's the bottom line of this.
Philadelphia represent a city, Raul, with so many legendary champions, Bernard Hopkins, and recently, of course, with Danny Garcia, J. Rock Williams, Tevin Farmer. Well, we got a champion now in Philadelphia by the name of Cool Boy Stephen Fulton.
Yeah, boy, did Stephen Fulton prove tonight that he is from Philly. You know, you always hear about the Philly gym wars. And, you know, tonight he won the war at the inside game. And, you know, and he dominated also, too, from the outside with his crisp, fast jab. I mean, what a performance by Stephen Fulton. I was really impressed.
All right, let's bring in our unofficial score. Steve Farhad, what do the numbers tell you, Steve?
Well, Mo, you look at the official cards first. This ended up being a very one-sided fight. I had it a little bit closer as you look at my card. I had 117-11, not that much closer. I still had Fulton pulling away as the judges did. But let's go back to the official cards. What's interesting is that from the 5th round forward, none of the 3 judges gave Leo any of the rounds. Fulton swept the cards from round 5 on, and there was only one round that the judges gave Leo unanimously. That was the 4th. The judges agreed on 11 of 12 rounds, so maybe it wasn't that tough a fight to score.
Stephen Fulton said he would have started as a drug dealer or a rapper. He would have been a drug dealer or a rapper. Well, his riches are coming in the ring, Al, and after this performance, big fights on the horizon for Stephen Fulton.
He lives a focused and excellent life right now as a boxer. Let's go inside the ropes and take a look at this fight in microcosm. Early on, Leo going downstairs like he would all fight, landing 142 body punches, and they were battling on the inside. Fulton came out and decided that for the most part he was going to stay on the inside with Leo. A surprise. The uppercut was his signature punch for him in this fight, using it like there on the inside. Punctuating the combination with the leg. The uppercut was the punch that hurt Leo the most. And on the inside, Fulton did his share of body work as well. And Raul made a point at one point in this fight that Fulton's body punches looked very hard and very effective. And even though Leo, you see him on the inside working, just couldn't make those body punches stop Fulton.
Well, in a fight in which we mined so much quality action, we were also able to mine some audio gold. It's known as trainer tracks.
Long too rough for it. This is the easy one right here, champ. You put all the hard work in for 5 months, champ. Let's do it, baby. It's your time. Everything off your jab, side to side. Don't sit in front of it. Keep your hands up and don't pull back with your hands down. Whatever you do, do not pull back with your hands down.
Remember, you're in better shape than he is, okay? We're going to get him in the later rounds.
I need you to box. Are we going to fight? It's going to be a time we're going to fight. Look, let's bust him. Let's keep busting him up, fighting from the outside. That's boxing. Boxing clean. We ain't got to make it their fight. We ain't got to make it hard. We got to be smart.
Work that body. Mm-hmm. Don't focus too much on too much power either. Just working there, working there.
You got to stay off the rope. Anytime he catches you is when you want to rope. Please, when you get a rope, tie him up. Listen to me.
This is what you work for all your life, so you got to dig down. Okay, this is all you. You got to work him. We're down, okay? And you need to knock this guy out. That's the only way you're going to win.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna keep getting it.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
told you.
That's what I'm talking
I told you I
about.
need to do this.
That's what you need to do. That's what you want to do, School.
Who ain't gonna get it?
Listen, easy. That's good work.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, talk is never cheap when it comes to Trainer Track. Some great sounds from what was a superlative championship fight. And hey, if you want more on tonight's fights and what else is ahead from Showtime, follow at Showtime Boxing on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the Show Sports YouTube channel for a wide range of post-fight coverage and original content. Well, Stephen Fulton Jr. moves his hands like a magician, and like a magician, Brian Custer, he makes opponents' zeros disappear.
You're right about that, Mo. And joining me now is the new WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Cool Boy Steph. How's that sound?
I feel, and it sounds amazing.
What a fight. I mean, to me, the surprise is you beat him at his own game. I mean, he was supposed to be the inside fighter to bully you, and it seemed like you flipped the script and did that to him.
The bullies get bullied. You know, it always happens. I'm the new.
And was that your game plan? Because we heard your corner say, listen, you were supposed to start off boxing this guy, and yet you wanted to fight him on the inside. Tell us why.
The game plan was to box at first, but when I got in there and I see I made a couple mistakes and he was landing the right hand clean a little bit, I had to get a little dirty and I had to fight his fight and show him that I'm the better man at his style. I had to flip the script a little bit, and I knew eventually I'd have to make it a dog fight or continue to bang with him, and that's what I did.
Yeah, listen, this was a really interesting fight. Did you get a sense at what point did you feel like, I think I got him, that I'm taking over, I'm taking control of this fight?
Probably around like the 5th, 6th round. That's when I see he start breathing a little heavy, and I kept dogging him out at his game.
They tell us that Angelo Leo is going to the hospital out of precaution. And the interesting part of it is when you look at the judges' scoring, they all gave you all the rounds after the 5th round. So obviously you got a sense that you were controlling that fight.
For sure, I got a sense.
And let me ask you this. You haven't been in the ring in a year. And you told me, you said there won't be any ring rust. Why wasn't there?
It wasn't any ring rust due to the things that I've been through throughout the year. 2020, we all been through some crazy things. And it's been a rough year for all of us for 2020. But I feel like that is what changed my mindset and made me love the sport a lot more, because I feel like I lost my opportunity. And it gave me a chance to understand, like, damn, when something is taken away from you, you actually really find that love for it, and that was boxing.
You come from a fighting city. You're now the only world champion right now from the city of Philadelphia. How does that feel, and how amazing does that sound to you?
It feels good. It's amazing. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm the only world champion in any sports in Philadelphia. The only champion Philly has right now. But it's a lot more of us will, you know, have our hands raised, like Jerron Ennis and a lot more other fighters, talented fighters from Philadelphia.
Now, you also told me that tonight is about putting my stamp at 122 pounds. Do you think you did that tonight?
I feel as though I did that, but it's a lot more that I can work on. And I know that, and I seen that in the ring. But as long as I got the job done, and I came to take the world title from the champion, I just got to get back, relax, and enjoy myself at this point.
And so then what is next for Stephen Fulton Jr.? Because Rais the Beast Aleem got a victory here tonight, and he stayed and watched your fight.
Me, unification bouts. I wanna pursue my goal, the only goal that I've been screaming, not none of the other 122 pounders, but me, is to be undisputed, the first. None of them wanted unification bouts and none of that till I start screaming undisputed. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm here for. I want to make that come true.
What can you say about Angelo Leo as a fighter?
He's a tough fighter. He's a good kid, good person, and I take my hat off to him. He came, showed up. I was the better man, and I showed that I am the better man. And I honestly met his promoter Floyd at the Wilder fight, and you know he said he didn't know me, but I bet he know me now.
So it's a good line. That is a good.
He need to give me that bonus that he said he was gonna get Angelo Leo too.
Yeah, I hear you. What can you say about everything that you've been through? Here you get an opportunity to fight for the title last August. Come down with COVID. 3 days before the game, and you felt like this opportunity wouldn't get taken away from you. Everything you've been through, from where you come from, and now you sit here as a world champion.
Man, I was depressed when it happened, but I changed my mindset. I changed the whole narrative around, and I just mentally pushed myself to the limit, and I pushed myself in training, and I just got to say alhamdulillah, all praise be to Allah. And thanks to Al Heyman and the whole Showtime crew, Steve Espinoza, Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, Chris de Blasio, and thanks to all of y'all for making this happen, making my dream come true.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. Enjoy it. And we look forward to seeing you again here on Showtime.
I appreciate that.
As you defend your title.
In the new
champion of the world, Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton Jr. Thanks, champ.
Thank you.